Shaun says that losing his oldest sister without warning was the most terrifying experience of his life. With the power of music, family, and friends, Shaun describes with great feeling and insight how he leaves his grief behind. Here is Shaun's story.
We actually called her, her nickname was Grammy. That's what everybody called her. Everybody in my family has nicknames. Okay. And her grandkids, she was into hair and makeup, so she wanted to be known as Glamma, or Glammy, but they called her Grammy, so. Because we rarely call each other by our birth names. Everybody has like a nickname, so, yeah. I call her my beautiful warrior of a sister. Growing up, she was actually bullied in school a lot. And my uncle, who's since passed, he's been gone about almost 30 years now, pretty much helped raise her as well. And one day he was like, you know, if you run home from school again, you're going to deal with me. Now, do you want to deal with me or you want to deal with the bully? And from that day on, you know, she was like an advocate for, you know, people who've been bullied. And if she saw someone being bullied, she would, you know, step in and help them. And she was like that, you know, till she passed. So, yeah. She did hair, she did nails and makeup and all that stuff. So she went to beauty school and all of that. Oh, she used to drag me everywhere because she was the oldest of 5. I'm the youngest of 5. It was the 2 girls and then the 3 boys. When she went to school, she would drag me to school with her. Anywhere, she would just drag me with her. So she was kind of like, people thought that she was my mom, actually. But I always felt like I was the oldest because they would come to me for if they needed money or if they wanted to talk or whatever, you know. So I always felt like I was the oldest in that sense because I was wise, or was it old for my age or something like that. Oh, she was fun, a lot of fun, loving. She would go to bat for you. Gosh, how could I describe her? Beautiful. Very sensitive. You wouldn't tell by her exterior because she had an exterior that, you know, if you mess with her, you better watch out. You know, I've seen her like get into some altercations with women and with guys, and she would always come out the victor. Yeah, she even like got into it with my oldest brother one time, and I'll never forget it. He never tried it again. Let's put it that way. So that's why I call her my beautiful warrior of a sister, you know. It was a surprise actually to us. It actually caught us off guard because we weren't prepared for this, and there was no sign that, you know, that she was going to pass or anything like that. It was just all of a sudden, like overnight, like a light switch just turned on, you know. It was like that. And I think we're all still in shock. And she had been a little down because she had been dating this guy, and he kind of up and left her. He kind of treated her really badly, not physically, but just mentally. Yeah. Just mentally, and he treated her, you know, and she was very heartbroken, you know. And actually, my mom thinks that's what actually, you know, triggered that, because she actually passed of a stroke, a massive stroke, and she would argue him all the time on the phone, and my mom really thinks that that's what happened to her, that she just died of a broken heart, and she, you know. But going back to that night, we had dinner that night. It was a Friday, and she hung out Saturday with my niece. They did their girly thing. She went to church that Sunday, and everybody in church said she looked great. She looked radiant, like they'd never seen her like this before. She just looked so happy. And that Monday was Columbus Day. We had off. And then Tuesday was my nephew's birthday. And then we got a call that evening saying they had to rush Grammy to the hospital. And we were like, oh, again, because she was always going to the hospital, because she had high blood pressure, she was diabetic. And we was like, oh, she got to stop smoking, she got to stop drinking. And we went to the hospital that night to emergency. And we didn't know how bad it was, but my nieces went in and they said, oh, they said that she had a massive stroke. And so we just took it in as, okay, well, she's going to be all right. You know, we just got to pray and, you know, and be there for her. And then the next day I went to work and my mom called and said that Grammy didn't make it, Grammy passed. So that was, I think, one of the most terrifying moments in my life, you know, because this is someone that I grew up with. Didn't think I was going to need these, but yeah, she passed that morning, that Wednesday morning, And I was at work, and I didn't believe my mom actually when she called. And so I said, well, I want to hear from my niece Shannon, because Shannon said she was going to go to the hospital and see her. And so I called Shannon, and Shannon said, yes, it's true. And so I kind of held it together at work, because I work at a nursery and with the little kids, and I didn't want them to get freaked out or anything. So I kind of just, you know, stayed in a little corner in my office, and the word spread quickly. And then I called my director, and, you know, she was like, you know, go home, get out of there, go be with your family. And to this day, it's still unbelievable. I can't, you know, it's not registering in my mind that she's no longer here. When I hear a song, in particular, she loved Luther Vandross and Elvis Presley. Those are her husbands. And whenever I start feeling really down and, you know, the sense of missing her, like clockwork, I'll hear a song either by Elvis or by Luther Vandross, and I'll take that as a sign that, you know, she's telling me that she's okay. And she always comes to me in my dreams. I'm always dreaming about her, and they're good dreams and great dreams. And, you know, she looks healthy and she looks happy, and she's always in white. And I just take that as, you know, that she's okay, and I use that, you know, to get through, you know, this time right now, you know. So my family, well, we try to deal with it head on. We don't try to not talk about it or dwell on it. We just try to think positive and think of the good times that we've had with her, and just continuously talk about her and the things that she used to do and stuff like that. So that's how we kind of get through it. The thing is, I don't know how to explain it, but something won't let me go there. Something just won't let me get to that dark place. As much as I want to feel like going there, or as much as I want to think about going there, it's just something that won't let me go there. And I think it's her, you know. Because like I said, every time I feel like I'm going there, you know, I'll get a thought in my head, or I'll hear a song, and it's always the same song. And it's song is called "Don't You Know That I Love You." So in that, I take that as comfort, and I don't go there. So I just try to stay in the present and here and now, and just look forward, you know. Right. Definitely just embrace the whole experience. It will definitely help you in the long run. Just try to think, you know, good times that you've had with your loved one, things that you love to do together, favorite songs, favorite movies, and just try to live your life, you know, to better yourself and those around you. And just don't take on any negative thinking or negativity or negative people around. Just surround yourself with positive people and positive thinking. And it's going to be hard. It's really hard. But, you know, if you just do that and just keep on pressing on, you'll get through it. And it doesn't get, I don't want to say it doesn't get easier. You just accept it more, and you never forget, because there's not a day or a minute that goes by that I don't think about her. But they're good thoughts, and that helps me. Music is my life. I'm actually a chef, but I never wanted to be a chef. I just knew how to cook from watching my family, parents, grandparents, you know, in the kitchen, cooking, aunts, and, you know, I like to lick the bowl, so that's why I like to stay in the kitchen, because I got to lick the bowl, you know, and be the tester and the taste tester. And it just grew into this passion and this love for food. And but I've always loved to sing. My mom was, she's a great singer, beautiful singer, a voice. I think she has one of the most beautiful voices, you know, on this earth. And I've heard a lot of singers. Now, I haven't heard every singer, but I've heard a lot of singers, and her voice is just beautiful, and she used to sing around the house. And I think that's why my love for music is so strong. And my parents would play all types of music: classical, jazz, blues, R&B, pop. So I grew up listening to a lot of music, even classical music. So I am a product of that, and I just love music. But when my sister passed, it was kind of hard for me, because I didn't want to feel, I can't explain it. I just didn't want to feel. I just didn't want to feel. And I knew that if I listened to music or sang music, then, you know, it would just be a downpour of tears and sadness and sorrow. And so for a while I couldn't even sing. I was going to sing at her graduation, but I couldn't even sing. And so, but after the fact, I started listening to, you know, a little bit of music here and there, and started hearing things, and then her favorite songs would come on, and then it was like back to you know, back to basics and back to the same old, so it was good. So a lot of time is spent with my family, or, you know, when I have friends like Lenny call and say, hey, I got a gig coming up, you know, I jumped at the chance because, you know, that's an outlet for me. And I do sing with the Brooklyn Community Chorus, which is another outlet for me. And I do have a group that I sing with, well, it's 4 of us. We're a doo-wop group called the Crescendos. I know there was a group out way back when called the Crescendos, so we might change that. But that's like an out for me. And there are friends who I consider family, are very close, and, you know, they call and check up on me every now and again to see how I'm doing, and it helps. It does. Just definitely talk to somebody, and it does help when you find people that have gone through what you have gone through, because you hear a lot of, oh, my condolences, or I'm so sorry, and oh, I know how you feel, but do you really know how that person feels? Have they ever gone through losing, you know, a sibling? I mean, everyone loses a loved one, but like a sibling or a parent, you never know until that person says, you know, I know what you're going through. At work, I was out for about 2 weeks, and one of our delivery guys came in, and someone must have told him about it. So he says, I'm sorry, I'm sorry for your loss. I know what you're going through, because I lost, you know, my brother or my sister, so I know what you're going through. And not that it made me happy, but it brought some sort of comfort to me that, wow, I'm not the only one. Someone else does, you know what I'm going through. And people do go through that. So just try to, if you can, reach out to someone who've gone through that, and just talk about it. Get it, you know, get it out and get it off your chest. Because once you talk about it, it's easier to kind of grasp and to deal with, and you can deal with it.